Alright, so we're going to talk about the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder is a tool that we use to combine, merge, divide, subtract, unite, and other executions on our paths. We have two sections to the Pathfinder. We have the shape modes and the pathfinders. So let's explore the shape modes first. I have three objects right here, and I want you guys to pay attention to the order. Okay, so I have the circle in the back. I'm going to move my polygon behind the circle. Alright, so right now what we have is polygon in the back, circle on the top of the polygon, and then the rectangle with a stroke on top of the polygon and the circle. To rearrange the order of objects, you select the object and then you go to Object, Arrange. You can bring to front, bring forward, bring backwards, or bring to back. So if I go bring forward, it's going to go in front of the circle but not in front of the rectangle. To do that, I'm going to undo. I will go to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. And now the polygon is on front of everything else. So I'm going to send the polygon to the back. Alright. I'm going to select the polygon and the circle with my selection tool, shortcut V. If I go to my shape modes and I click on Unite, you will realize that these two objects have become one single path. I can go to View, Outline to see the path itself. Let's go to Preview, and you will also notice that the polygon was red and the circle was green, and now both combine into one green shape. The reason why is because the circle was on top of the polygon, so the circle had priority over the polygon. Same thing as if I select the circle and the rectangle and I hit Unite, you will notice that this new shape, which is a union of the rectangle and the circle, has taken on the attributes of the rectangle, yellow with a black stroke. Let me undo that. I'm going to move the polygon to the side. I'm going to select the circle and the rectangle, and I'm going to go to our next option, which is minus front. So when I click on this, you will notice that the circle has been cut out using the front piece. Let me undo that. The next button, it's Intersect. So if I click on Intersect, you will notice that the area that intersected between the rectangle and the circle, it's now what we have left, and it has taken the attributes of the rectangle because the rectangle was on the top. Let me undo that. Let me go to the last button of the shape modes, and that is Exclude. So when I click on Exclude, it will exclude the intersecting area and give this new shape the attributes of the rectangle. If I select the Direct Selection tool, which is the letter A, I can select this circle right here and I can move it, and you will notice that there are two different pieces. Alright, let me undo. Now we're going to move to the Pathfinder tools, which are right here. First we have Divide, Trim, Merge, Crop, Outline, and Minus Back. So the first one, Trim, when I select both the circle and the rectangle and I click on Trim, you will notice that it has trimmed this intersecting shape right here. And I have the circle, the trimmed piece, and the rectangle. Let me undo that. Let's go to the next tool, which is, if I click on Trim, this is exactly what I get. Just a divided piece. Because the rectangle was on top of the circle, it has priority. Let me undo this. Now let's click on Merge. And it's similar to the Divide, but it's all one piece. Next we're gonna click on Crop. And Crop is very similar to the Intersect button that we get from the shape modes. If I go to my outline, you will notice, however, that I still have the path from the rectangle. If I select those two objects again and I go to outline, you will notice that all this is a very simple outline, very thin, of our two objects. If I select the two objects, and for the stroke I go to a size 10, you will notice that the outline now is bigger. Lastly, the minus back. If I click on the minus back, that we got from the shape modes, but instead of having the top piece cut from the bottom piece, in this case we're going to have the bottom piece cut on the top piece. And those are the shape modes and Pathfinder modes.